Hey guys, what's up? It's Duncan KH Fan here, bringing you guys a discussion video. I've been seeing this topic pop up a lot recently over the last couple days, so I thought I'd maybe just make my 2 cents about it. It's 2 in the morning, so I got something to do before I go to bed, so let's get to it. Now, this discussion has been brought up, and this argument always gets brought up when you have stupid fan bases commenting on your shit. Like, for example, the Black Veil Brides rant that I made a couple months ago that got really popular amongst Black Veil Brides fans that came to my video and talked shit about me the entire time. And the constant argument I get is that, oh, you're just jealous of Andy Biersack or Andy Six, whatever the fuck his name is. I don't really care. Um, you're just mad because he's talented and bigger than you. He's more of a man than you'll ever be. He's got more talent. He's selling records and shit. You're nothing. I'm like, well, you know what, bub? Or whatever the fuck. Anyway, not all the Black Veil Brides fans were like that. There was actually a couple on that video that actually showed an intelligent argument. So props to you guys for not being immature little kids like the rest of them. At least 95% of the fucking fans that came to my video. But anyway, I got one thing to tell you to all those Black Veil Brides fans that said that. Popularity does not equal talent. At all. These bands, such as them, Blood on the Dance Floor, Falling in Reverse, Asking Alexandria, Bullet for My Valentine, which I will give an exception for because they actually have talent, but they don't use it to its full potential, like they did on Scream Aim Fire, which is their best album. But anyway, popularity does not equal talent whatsoever. It's a fucking fact that it's just a fucking fact. Simple as that. You can't argue that. It's a stupid thing to say that, oh, just because someone's popular means they're actually talented. You people would probably call me really talented if I put out a pop song that's really fucking watered down, use a shit ton of auto-tune, put it on the radio, making a lot of money, and by your standards, I'd be talented. When there's a lot of talented acts out there that are either really small bands or like really unknown bands that haven't been signed yet, there's a lot of that stuff out there. If you got a good PR system and a good record label pushing you and your talented band up, that's, to me, is talent. What Black Veil Brides, Blood on the Dance Floor, and all those other bands that I named, they just get pushed because they appeal to a bunch of teenagers that just assume that it's talent. I mean, look at Blood on the Dance Floor. Probably the biggest atrocity to ever hit music, ever. They are probably the worst fucking band I've ever heard in my life. They look like fucking transvestites. They have, I mean, I'm not going to get into the other stuff that we all know, them being pedophiles and whatnot, but anyway, their lyrics are awful. The music is just terrible. And they dress ridiculously. And how can anyone take that group seriously? Same with Black Veil Brides. The whole argument is like, oh, Black Veil Brides saved lives. If they saved lives, they would have done something medical, like done something medically to save someone's life. Because I didn't really see a whole lot of good stuff in their lyrics or anything interesting or uplifting, really. But I don't care. Those kind of bands, they just look that way just to appeal to young fans, and they just assume that just because they look like that and, oh, they're attractive as hell, that they're going to be freaking popular and they actually have talent. God. This is the stupidest thing ever. Like, just because you think someone is hot, which I don't know why you would say either band Blood on the Dance Floor or Black Veil Brides are attractive, because they kind of look like transvestites if you ask me. But that's just me, because I mean, for Black Veil Brides, I'd probably take them more seriously if they didn't wear the ridiculous outfits and the freaking shit ton of makeup they wear and do their hair up and whatnot, I'd probably actually take them seriously if they didn't do that. I mean, I'm sure they have potential to be better than what they are, but apparently they're not using that potential at all. And I can't stand their music. And those kind of bands they just, I don't know. But there's other bands out there that I think should be pushed up because of their talent. I mean, if you got a good record label going behind you, pushing like and promoting your band, that to me is success. Like, for example, with Metal Blade Records, the band Battlecross, they've been getting pushed a lot. They've been constantly touring. They're hardly big at all. They're probably going to blow up after they play the Mayhem Festival this summer. And they're extremely talented. They're, in my opinion, the best new metal band that's come out in the last 5 years or so. They're ridiculous. I mean, like, bands like that, I think, deserve a lot more success than Blood on the Dance Floor and other bands like that. I mean, Roadrunner has the same issue. Like, they promote the shit out of Nickelback, Shinedown, Theory of a Dead Man, all these crappy rock radio bands or whatever. Yet they have bands like they got fucking Rush on their record label, Opeth, Slipknot, Trivium, Stone Sour, the list goes on. I mean, they could push those bands a lot farther. Not that they would push Slipknot, because they're just as popular as it is, and they earned it because it took them a while to get to where they're at. When bands like Black Veil Brides, they took them, what, 2 or 3 years to get to the level that they're at right now, where Slipknot took more than 10, 15 years to get where they're at. It's ridiculous. And Sumerian Records as well. I mean, they have a lot of talented bands on there. They're actually one of my favorite labels. I mean, talented bands like Born of Osiris, Veil of Maya, After the Burial, The Faceless, Periphery, Animals as Leaders, and the 2 newest bands they've signed, Dillinger Escape Plan and Darkest Hour. All talented bands, but then you got like shit like Icy Stars, Make Me Famous, who I think are broken up, but I really don't care. And Asking Alexandria being their like cash cow. That's just getting them a lot of fucking money, which it works, but I think they could do a lot better with that. I mean, Sumerian can sign a lot better bands. So yeah, I just think that some of these talented bands on record labels should be pushed up a little more, if you know what I'm talking about. These other bands that I've mentioned that I just plain don't like, I just don't think that they deserve what they got, because they're basically making really simplistic music, and they're just getting popular just from doing that. That's just my opinion, at least. There will be other videos about this that could probably explain this whole topic a lot better than I do. Links will be in the description. Videos from Ultimate Music Blog, Greg J. Wild, and Absent Productions. They all have discussion videos. I'll link those in the description below. I'm going to end this discussion video. I'm pretty glad that I didn't go off and get angry and rant all I wanted like I did in the Black Veil Brides video I made a couple months ago. So yeah, that's just my thoughts on the whole thing. Let me think. I can't even talk. See, it's 2 in the morning. I can't talk. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing. I'll see you guys later. Peace out and keep it metal.